Good evening, everyone. Muhammad Arshad here from Decoding Data Science. Today, we will talk about installing MySQL, which is one of the most used SQL softwares around, right? So, there are two things which we need to install for MySQL server. One is the installer file. That is, this link is there, which is going to be in the description of the course below, and the second is the SQL workbench. So the URLs are here, right? This is the installer. I downloaded this file, the MISI installer, and the workbench file. So workbench is basically a place wherein you write your SQL code, and MySQL server is where all the tables are stored and all the queries run and happen, right? So these are the two things that you need to install, and then only your workbench, and you'll be able to view the data and write the code. So I've already installed this. The link of both of this are in the description of the course. And after you download it, I will open and I will show you the process of the downloading. Already I have it downloaded, but I will at least show you the process, what all you need to select, right? So first we need to click MySQL installer. So this is going to give you the option to install the SQL server. It is, and after that, when this is installed, the main thing that is here, that they will give you a password, right? That password you will be for the root. So whenever you are opening Workbench, you need to install and you need to mention that particular password. So it is working. So just quickly, you can see my screen. I will repeat for your the case. If without installing both of them, you cannot use MySQL. So please be careful. Many of the students, they get confused. See, in this installer, right? You don't even need to install separately my now SQL Workbench. Now it is coming by default. That is a very good thing that is available, right? Documentation, you can keep documentation, sample and examples. You can keep MySQL server and MySQL Workbench. So this is a new feature that has happened, that you don't need to install Workbench separately. And but this installer link will give you the option for the server and the Workbench. See, what happens is every few months there is an update that has keeps on happening, right? When I installed MySQL around 2 years back, we had to do it separately. But now, as you can see, we have options to have a one installer in which all the specific products are there. So that has become easy for us, right? So we just select these things. Documentation and examples I've taken, as we are all are learning SQL, MySQL. So that is a good thing. And then you can just do an execute. For me, it is already installed. That's why I think it is upgrading. So that's fine. I think I should close this window because this is. So give it some time to upgrade it, and then we will. So one thing, be cognizant that for me it is already an install. It's already installed, so they will not be asking me a password. But when you install it for the first time, they will be asking you a password which you need to uh, put again. I don't know why this is stuck. It's happening 50%. Yes. So give it some time. So while this installing, there are few other SQL packages that are there, like PostgreSQL and SQL Server. I'll be talking in this course mainly with MySQL because they have inbuilt data sets so that you can quickly start practicing, right? Which is what is really important for all of us. The version is 8.0.31. This is the latest version, right? Cool. So this is done. I next, next. Yes. Full access. Execute. So the MySQL installation is done. It is doing some upgradation of the system tables. Amazing. So it is done. Now what will I do is I will show you how to open the MySQL, right? So you have to go to MySQL Workbench, right? So MySQL Workbench is the place wherein you write your SQL queries, right? Okay, so then you will be, as I told, you will be giving a password, right? And that password will be the used here. When you click the local instance, they will prompt you for the password. So I have already saved the password. So, but first time when you are switching it on, then you may need to give the password. So there are a lot of windows open, so it is taking some time, but yes. Cool. So now when you open first time, there will be an administration here and there will be a schema here. Okay. And by default, you when you install your MySQL, you will have a Sakila dataset. Sakila dataset, you click this right arrow and then there is an option of tables. And basically this is the table for uh, a video renting company which has the tables stored in different forms, right? Different themes of that particular business, the different uh, is stored in different tables, like you can see film, actor, addresses, and all those things, right? So these are the different themes that are stored within the schema of Sakila, which is a video renting website. So how to view the particular table? So when I go to film, right, there is a table with a flash. When I click that, then I can see the whole table. And then I can write my queries here, right? Select star from Sakila film. So this is a very quick way. And then if you want to save your query, suppose you write something, you can save it as SQL day one in the wherever it is. And you can in place of the query which I'm going to talk in the next video, you can just write any query, like suppose select is the starting of SQL from the name of the database Sakila dot name of the table, that is film. In star means all the tables, and suppose I just want to see the name of the movie, so I can just do a title, and I can there is a shortcut alt enter which will give you the thing, the output, and this is the output with result grid. Okay, this is your schemas and this is your output where you can see the output whether the code is running or not. Suppose you do something, some error, like you don't put from properly and then you run the code, then you will get an error. You can see this error, you have an error in the SQL syntax. So this place gives you the option of error, and suppose you want to save the file, as I told you, when you press save it gets saved here, and then whenever you want to open it, you can go and open it and then you can see the code. So this is a quick overview of MySQL Workbench and how you can see the MySQL 80 is the instance where means the SQL server, and this is your workbench where you can write your code. So this is a brief overview of installation of Workbench. If you have any questions, in the installation of any issues, you can put it down in the comment or reach out to me and I will be able to help you. In the next video, we will talk about writing the SQL query with order of execution, which we will talk later. Have a great day. Thank you.